Hold on, I haven't switched it on. I'm just setting the camera up.
You haven't switched it on.
There we go. Can you see us? AC's on, so I'll switch it off. I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about this young lad that was he was murdered by a polar bear?
Well, I doubt if a polar bear can actually commit murder, but I guess he was killed by a polar bear.
Killed by a polar bear, yeah.
No, I hadn't.
Oh right. Well, so something funny was on the radio this morning because apparently this young lad, he went to Eton. You know, the same place that Cameron and Osborne and Boris went to. Yeah, and this chap said, he says, a young lad from Eton College has been killed, murdered, been killed by a polar bear. And this chap says, all the more reason to protect polar bears. And anyway, on the Jeremy Vine show on Radio 2, it said, this is a racist remark.
A racist?
Yeah, racist.
For a polar bear?
Yeah.
How does that work?
No, it's the chap from the Socialist Party, or the Socialist Worker Party, something like this, that said it's all the more reason, you know, to protect polar bears because they've gone and killed somebody that went to Eton, same place as Cameron and Osborne and Boris Johnson.
Well, I must admit, if they were going to eat anybody, they certainly chose the right sort of...
Quality meat. Yeah. Anyway, I've written something down about this. We're not our race, are we? What does the word race mean? Or culture? Well, you look up the word culture, and this is, again, a little talk about the way words are used against us or what you actually think it means.
Mm-hmm.
And culture means to kill nature. You've heard of a cull, haven't you?
Yeah, cull. Yeah, like cull the...
And chore is from nature, so it means to kill nature. So the word race, and anybody can look this up. I just looked at a regular dictionary that you can find in any good bookshop, and it says race, noun. Of course, nothing is known in the noun universe, is it? And look this up. This is exactly what it says in the book. Race, division, not unity.
Well, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. And it says becoming problematic.
Yeah, that's definitely...
Oh, you're in such and such a race, you're in such and such a club. Okay, and in recent times, it's normally replaced and used in certain contexts by other people, by other words that are less emotionally charged. Like people or community.
Charged again, coming back to that electricity, isn't it?
Electric, yeah, that's all to do with God's law, isn't it?
You know what we should do? We should have a word a day, where we explain a word a day.
I can look up some more words. Well, I think words are very interesting, because the words, the vernacular, the language, the local area network, the LAN, which is used against us by our negative other selves who, well, if you saw our last video, or the one that's going to be next, you'll understand what's in it.
Yeah.
There's one more thing I wanted to talk about. We could do a separate one for this, but it won't take long. Again, I was round at a friend's house the other day. What's he doing? Is he making signs?
How long are you taking?
Alright, so this is a double one. Take as long as we like. Yeah, I ran at a friend's house the other day. He loves to watch TV, and he got this programme I called This Morning with Holly Willoughby and Philip
Schofield.
Philip Schofield, that's it. Yeah, nice people they seem. And they were interviewing this woman that, if you've ever seen that programme, Benefit Street. Have you seen that woman?
Oh yeah.
We've talked about her before. You know,
nice woman.
Nice woman. She looks after people on that street, drunks and stuff, and prepares them to get the jobs, writes the letters to the Social Security. She's a really, really nice woman.
So why was she on?
She was on TV because apparently David Cameron. She was in the papers, and David Cameron says, I'm going to look into this woman's bank account. She was in Magaluf promoting some beer. Anyway, they interviewed her, and she says, I'm not a benefits cheat. I signed off over a year ago. But the media, the mass media, the television and the newspapers...
propaganda.
Yeah, constantly having a go at people that claim their entitlement, their allowances. And they call them benefit cheats. And apparently, when she went to Magaluf, she was paid for, yeah, she did a little job. As I say, she admitted well over a year ago. Why should she tell anybody else, the media or the newspapers and stuff, that she's signed off benefits well over a year ago? And she was only there for 2 days. She doesn't drink because she's still on medication because she's depressed because of all this crap that's going on in the world.
Because of Cameron.
Also. And when you see her drinking and having a party, she was only there for 15-20 minutes, and she poured all the beer out until there was a tiny bit left like this, and just topped it up with lemonade. But she doesn't drink. And they said that she's a benefit scrounger. She'd been in Magaluf for weeks, and
you mean the
Cameron,
media? The media's lying to us again.
Yes.
Oh well, at least it's being consistent, because it's always lying.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good on you, White Dean, whatever her name is.
What?
And yeah, she's been off the dole for over a year. And David Cameron says he's going to look into her bank accounts. The biggest
benefit cheat on the planet, second biggest, of course, the Queen being the biggest, is going to look into her accounts. How about look into his past accounts and how he got his money from?
Good
Drug dealing. That's where Cameron's money's come from. Drug dealing, selling opium to the Chinese. And what's he doing at the moment? Oh, he's with the Americans protecting the poppy fields in Afghanistan.
Yeah, a bit like Blair protecting the people in Israel.
Well, I mean...
He's been on TV this morning as well, and he says, this is a terrible mess, I'm going to sort it all out.
Tony Blair, the mass murderer, is the peace envoy for the Middle East. Come on. If that's not taking the piss, what is?
Anyway, here's a good one for you. We were in Coventry a while ago, trying to help somebody out, but unfortunately they got hijacked at 5 AM in the morning, weeks later. And drove past a building, and it's... big letters across the front. It's General Dynamics.
Oh, General Dynamics.
I'll try and put a link below.
They make weapons, they do.
Yeah, they make bullets that ISIS use. They make guns, missiles and tanks. And do you know who their #1 sales rep is?
I do. Big me!
Go on then, who is it?
David Cameron.
Oh no, not again. When will it stop? Have a nice weekend, everybody. And watch out for your negative other selves, because they'll have their thing out before you know it. You wouldn't want to be looking at snakes, would you?